It is my pleasure to welcome each and every one of you to a very special time for the greater Vinton community in East Roanoke County. We are here to celebrate the beginning of a new downtown, and in my experience, downtowns are the heart of a community. We're very fortunate to have a good downtown right now with some incredibly successful businesses. We have 30,000 vehicles a day that drive through our community, and we have a lot of opportunity to become a great downtown. I had a wonderful conversation this morning with Miss Peters, who is one of the original property owners, family members for the Peters family, who actually owned where you're sitting, and probably most of the property that you can see behind you. And we had a wonderful conversation this morning, and she shared with me how the original property was a livery, I believe if I'm pronouncing that right, livery stable, where people gathered and came down from the hinterlands, from our community to here, tie up their horses, and they got on the trolley and they went into Roanoke to go to work. And again, we are 100 years later gathered at a place that's going to gather more people and connect to the internet and connect to many, many new ways. So thank you, Ms. Peters, for joining us this morning. With that, it is my honor to introduce our mayor for the town of Vinton, Brad Gross.
I do want to thank you for attending this important and exciting event here in the town of Vinton. This certainly is a time of celebration and some recognition. We want to thank many of the individuals who have played an important role in bringing about these various projects. We do have quite a few projects in Vinton, but first and foremost, I want to thank God for bringing us here today and for providing all the reasons we are here. Some of the current investment projects, I like to call them, that we have going on in Vinton is, of course, the Vinton branch of the Roanoke County Library. The new library will serve citizens in East Roanoke County and the town of Vinton. But in addition to that, it will also provide a great economic development tool for the town of Vinton, and in particular for the downtown section. We also have the Walnut Avenue Bridge. It's currently under construction, and that's a much needed, much anticipated VDOT project. So we're thankful to see that under construction. We are going to have some new sidewalks all along the length of Walnut Avenue that will run from the new bridge all the way to the farmers market. A new greenway section will be constructed along Glade Creek, and of course it will provide outdoor recreation and non-vehicle transportation for an entire neighborhood. So we're very excited about that. Most of you folks know about our $700,000 grant that will be used for some downtown improvements. And actually, I look at that as a start to revitalization for downtown Vinton. Of course, these projects don't just happen. They require a lot of hard work, and many individuals and groups have worked very hard, and you've heard me say many times, I think we've had some divine intervention along the way also. I'd like to take just a few minutes to recognize a few of the individuals that have worked hard on these projects. Certainly former chairman of Roanoke County Board of Supervisors, Mr. Mike Altizer. Mike's vision, let's give Mike a big round. He's done a great job for us. Mike's vision and hard work was instrumental in bringing the library project to its current status. We thank you, Mike, for all you've done for the library project and many things here in the Vinton area. I also want to thank the entire Roanoke County Board of Supervisors for their continued support. We are very proud and happy that our new member of the Board of Supervisors, Mr. Peters, is here. He's already doing a great job. He's picked up the torch and is working hard for the citizens in Vinton and Roanoke County. I want to thank Roanoke County Administrator Mr. Clay Goodman and his entire professional staff. They've done an excellent job and brought this project and many other things along in a very expedient manner. We have many citizen partners involved in this project. Certainly Mr. and Mrs. Wayne Dunman, Mr. Galen Connor, and the family of Mr. Jim Peters, as Chris mentioned earlier. Those are two hard-working guys. I get them mixed up. But the Peters family, as he mentioned, actually owned this property. And if it had not been for their willingness and their desire to be part of this project, it would not have proceeded. So we want to thank them for all that they have done to help us move forward. And finally, the town of Vinton. Our manager, Chris Lawrence, and his staff have worked hard to see that all these projects continue on course. These grants take a lot of work. First of all, you have to have all the requirements in place to pursue the grant. And then after you get the grant, you have to make sure that all the money is administered properly. And I will tell you folks, that is no small feat. So they've been working hard, and we certainly appreciate all their hard work. And although it may sound a little self-serving, I'd like to express my sincere appreciation to the Vinton Town Council. I want to congratulate you gentlemen for having the courage and foresight to provide the money that helped purchase this property in partnership with Roanoke County, because quite frankly without that it would not have happened. And Vinton County Council did this in a time when we have very tight budgets and the economic situation is not what we would like to be. So thank you gentlemen for your courage, and I'm honored to serve with you. Our town manager Chris can give you more details and numbers on these projects, and certainly all of these projects and their monetary value are very important investments for our town. And I'm thankful for all of them. I think they speak well for Vinton, and they indicate that we are headed in the right direction. I certainly believe that. But the numbers, the dollar totals, do not really tell the entire story. The real story is that Vinton has developed some wonderful working partnerships, certainly within the town and with Roanoke County and with many other government agencies. And that's one reason that many of these projects have moved along. And we are very, very thankful for all of our partnerships. The people who are connected with these projects have already shown their confidence in the future of the downtown and of the town as a whole. And I think we should all be excited and confident about the future of Vinton. This is a great town, and I'm confident that we will move forward, and as long as all of us continue to do our part, the town of Vinton will certainly succeed. In keeping with our new branding slogan, I must say great things are happening in Vinton. So the only question is, are you in Vinton? Thank you, folks, and God bless you.
But I do want to start today by thanking several people, one being Mike Altizer. Mike brought me in on this project as I was still on the Planning Commission, and we spent many hours talking about this, and he did begin the process. He had the vision, and I am very proud of what he's done. I'm glad to pick up the torch and keep running with it. But on that same note, as the mayor just mentioned, it is a partnership. It was a partnership between Roanoke County and the town of Vinton, and to see that vision of what our downtown Vinton needs to what it needs to turn into. So I want to thank the town of Vinton for your vision as well, and the relationship that Mike has built with you. I hope to continue that as we look at many other projects throughout the years. I come to you today as the vice chairman of our board, and though I wish I had support unanimously of our board, I do not. But make no mistake, I say that because if you've read the paper, you know there's been a lot of controversy over this library. But majority of our board supports this library wholeheartedly. We understand that this is a way to reach our community. This is a way that our children will have the ability to have the internet access that not everyone has at home. That they will have business startups will have the resources they're going to need. We're going to have additional spaces for community gatherings that we don't currently have. And I look forward to seeing this building come together over the next 15 to 18 months. The last comment that I have is in relation to what is going on in the town of Vinton and all the economic development that's happening. I believe the last issue that we really need to focus on as boards and as a council is making sure that we are here and we have done what we need to do to help businesses. We need to begin the process of reevaluating some of our ordinances and some of our planning so that when businesses want to come to town, we know what they're looking for and we're here to accommodate them and to help transform the downtown area to what it needs to be. And I look forward to being part of that process. I know council does, because we know we have a lot of work ahead of us. But I just want to leave you with those few remarks. I'm looking forward to this library coming together, and I know it'll be a great place for all of us. God bless you.
Thank y'all very much for coming. I've had the pleasure for the past year and a half of working with the chamber, working with the town. More importantly, learning, living in the area and learning about the people. I've said it before, but I mean it with my biggest heart ever. There's no place like Vinton. There's no place like the people in Vinton. There's no place like the caring, the thoughts, and where we're going. Vinton has so much to offer the community, and this is just the start. This library is going to open up so many doors. I'm thankful for what the chamber has to offer, all the new businesses that we're helping to bring to town, and all the fun things that we're doing to make our town wonderful 7 days a week and to bring people out for social events, economic events, membership meetings, development meetings, educational opportunities, speakers, weddings, you name it. We are the place to be, and I think that we know it, and now we're starting to shine. It's an amazing opportunity, an amazing experience, and I'm thankful to be a part of it. Let's have fun.
All of these projects that the mayor summarized and Jason's talked about with the library, really when you include everything, it's about $15 million worth of work that's already going on, as well as work that's to be done over the next 18 months. Not only does this bring major investment to Vinton, but it has a direct impact on our local economy with contractors spending money in town at all of our establishments, and also for all these projects, and I won't get into lots of details at all, but all of the boards, you can see pictures, plans, the approved plans for bridges, greenways that are all going on, and I'd encourage you to take a look at them and ask staff if you have any questions. In conclusion, I wish to thank each of you again for taking time to be in Vinton. Things are changing, and I hope each of you takes the time to experience all that's going on, especially in our shameless plug. Our 59th annual Dogwood Festival is coming up in a couple weeks from April 23rd through the 27th with a festival and a carnival and music and lots of entertainment. We would like to, and now that the rain is starting to come back, like to conclude with our formal groundbreaking for the new Roanoke County Library Vinton branch.